Hey everyone, my name is Bane and I'm so excited you're here tonight. Thanks so much for coming. So before we get started, I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you about something we all think about as artists, and that's collaboration. I know for a lot of us, 2017 has been a pretty rough year. Between the hurricanes, the adpocalypse, and the Emoji Movie, that's enough to shake a person's faith in the world. Now, amid such dark times, content creators can feel like we're in competition with each other, because there are only so many viewers to go around out there, right? There's only so much time, and we each have to fight for our own little piece of it. But I don't think that's right. Not at all. The truth is, the more we work together and collaborate, the stronger we all become. And I see that in action, especially on Twitter, which, despite its occasional resemblance to a toxic swamp, is also the home of so much light. The art collabs, retweet commissions, the love you show for each other, it's amazing. Some of you are pretty young, but you already know something a lot of older people struggle with. That when you're afraid or feel threatened or alone, just reach out, because we're all here. We have to be here for each other. Love and friendships and collaboration, shout-outs instead of shutouts. At the end of the day, that's what matters most. And along that line, I'm really excited to be here with someone I'm so grateful to call my friend. And that's the man of myriad voices. It's Williker. It's DonDon. Who am I kidding? It's JonJon.
How's it going, Bane? I'm just gonna moonwalk backwards here. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. It's good. You want to have a seat in one of my lovely minecarts here?
What's with the pig?
I don't know. The pig's name is America.
Nice mascot.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty fitting.
So what are we doing here today, Bane?
We are sitting kind of off-center. Yes, we are. So first off, thank you so much for this lovely, beautiful set here. It's quite lovely. When you told me you were going to put my name on lights, I didn't think you meant like 7 blocks high. I'm seriously. I mean, it's really nice, and thank you so much. So amazing build team.
For the audience.
Oh yeah, they're loving this. Were you in any school plays, community theater, stuff like that? So like live action acting, or are you strictly a digital actor?
I'm strictly usually a digital actor. I did think of theater when I graduated high school, actually, to actually help perform, because I always knew I wanted to be an actor. Always knew I wanted to be an entertainer in some sense. But when I just graduated, it was more important for me to work than to go at the play, you know? So I stuck more with digital work, and it sort of worked out. I basically built my career over the last 4 years of being a voice actor, so in the most part, I'm glad I stuck with the way I did.
Your YouTube channel has more than 13,000 subscribers, and you've got nearly 3,000 Twitter followers. That's pretty awesome. So what would you say is the secret to your success?
One, I can't count, so I'm never disappointed at the number. So it just kind of sits there. But seriously, if I can't count my success just on myself. There's a lot of people that have been behind me, helping me grow, helping me become a better YouTuber in general. Whether it be Corey, Ashley, Nick, Uni, or Don, for that matter, helping me set up my recording software. It's always just been them there helping me through it. I mean, of course I have ideas on my own, but yet they spawn within the group. Like Nick and John spawned from a For Honor video I did with Nick. John Stoner spawned from a YouTuber called House Owner that I used to watch when I was a kid. So, wow. You know, there's a lot of things that go behind everything. So you're always going to get motivated in the weirdest places. Now,
your first role with, like, the gang, right, was that the Unicomics Hardcore Quest? Was it a vampire? Like, do I remember that right?
Yes. When I was first beginning off as a voice actor for the gang, I suppose, the first role I did get was in Uni's Hardcore series. And it was so strange because out of nowhere, someone who has never talked to me barely in the 2 years I worked with the Corey messaged me out of the blue, like, hey, can you play a vampire for me? And I was so nervous, my heart was probably beating out of my chest, but I swallowed that and I pushed through. But I believe the vampire sort of sounded like this. You know, I believe his name was Vlad, and he loves to suck blood.
Well done. So was there anything special that you did to prepare for that first episode? Because you talked about nerves a little bit, and that's something I think a lot of people struggle with. So do you have any kind of, like, anti-nerve secrets you want to share for the aspiring performers in our midst?
It's always going to come at the weirdest times. You're always going to get those bursts of anxieties when you least expect it. For me, the first time I ever got that anxiety is when I had to perform in front of a director for the first time. It was for a video game, a MOBA game actually, and he pulled me into a Skype call and had me do the lines in front of him. So you're always going to get those bursts of nervousness, but just remember, if you are performing for someone, you're there for a reason. and you will push through.
Let's talk about your friendships. I mean, with Nick, Stress, or Ashley 9596, like those are real, genuine friendships, right? These aren't any of these like Hollywood frenemies nonsense that we hear so much about in the tabloids.
Well, probably Uni. Uni's probably the only one I put into that. But seriously, when it comes to Ashley and Nick, yeah, they are my best friends. Same with Don. Don was actually the first person I started talking to on the team. He's a very open person. We had a very similar sense of comedy. So we started writing together, we started helping each other, and it just led into this.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. And so you guys are still working together to this day. Do you have anything like planned in the way of like, you know, stuff to do, future projects here coming up perhaps?
With Dawn, just in particular with projects, I have a new roleplay coming out called Dimensions, I believe, and me and him are going to be writing that together. Besides that, we've worked on many projects in the past, whether it be the abridged series we did for TIBA, which was an abridging competition that Team 4 Star did back a year ago, I believe. It's been a year, which is super surprising how far I've come in that year. But if you go back and watch it, I mean, Uni's in it, I'm in it, and it's scripted by me and Dawn. We have plans for a second episode, but it's been on hold. The sad part is with doing YouTube, everything, it becomes this, honestly. Like, you barely have time to do what makes you, just not what makes you happy, just in the sense of what, like free projects that's not really going to get you anything. It has to be about work, or you barely can't do it. That's why I have Dawn in some of my role plays. I'm going to help him start writing some stuff for me, just so we can talk a little bit more, because it's honestly sad that I've had to distance myself so much from him just because of my job.
Oh yeah, that is good that you guys are going to get to spend that time together. Of your Minecraft like YouTuber friends, who would be most likely to own a pet goat in a too small apartment?
Oof, Uni.
Yeah? Do you picture him like...
I feel like he's the type of guy to live in a tower full of fire and wizardry. And sometimes he has a pet goat that breathes fire. I mean, it just seems like the kind of guy he is. He rides it on horseback, you know, flying through the air. You know,
with his fire-breathing goat. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Of your friends, once again, who would be most likely to be a secret evil genius hell-bent on the destruction of all Minecraftia?
Honestly, the person who I feel like would secretly want to destroy Minecraft is probably Don, because he can probably make a better game, and that concerns me.
That is true. I know
He's
him.
the only one I know who would have the power to actually do that. I mean, he makes his own game modes as it is. I don't know if you know this, but he made Fat Kid. So that's something he did. So he made that game out of scratch.
Oh my goodness, did not know that. I mostly I know Don from like the one night that he spent helping me out with Minecraft, and it took 3 hours to figure out that I'd bought the pocket version instead of the actual version. But he was a tech wizard and very, very nice through all of it. So, of all of your friends, who would be most likely to own a banana phone?
A banana phone?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Nick has a banana mustache as it is, so I'm going to put my chips with him. He seems like the guy to have that kind of technological advances in his home.
Maybe he keeps his banana phone in his banana mustache.
Yeah, yeah.
That could be pretty genius. Yeah.
Banana car.
You know. The banana camouflage.
And his banana butter. Oh God, move on to the next question.
Okay. So let's talk streaming versus recording for a second, because you do both of them. You are a wizard of both worlds, and
oh yes, I know how to push 2 buttons.
Oh, excellent. So apart from the obvious, you know, streaming you're live, and you know you don't want to say any naughty words, what would be some of the challenges for you that's like, you know, for streaming as opposed to just straight up recording?
The pros and cons that I would have to say with recording and streaming, obviously that I can cut anything out of a recording. So if I say something, or if there's dead air, or there's just something I don't like, just cut it and move on to a better part. With streaming, that I'd say whereas a pro is that I get to communicate with my audience, and it gets to be more personal.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And is streaming, like, is that genuinely fun for you as opposed to like feeling like work?
Streaming, I would say, is more fun. And the sense of, I honestly just do like to see all the people commenting, just a live feed of 200, 300 people being like, oh, you're awesome. Hey, I love you. Let's play a game of Bed Wars. You know, it's really inspiring just to see, especially when you get that one-on-one, because usually you can't get that with the recordings. Of course, you can reply to your comments, but when you just see 200 comments flying by, it just really inspires you to do more. Recordings have to be planned out, usually with my role plays, and they take a lot of time, but those are my best quality works, and I feel like that's where my comedy lies. So they both had their pros and cons. I feel like I'm more entertaining in my role plays, for instance, but I do feel like in my streams it's a bit more personal.
If you could pick only one game to live stream forever and not Minecraft, what would it be?
Ooh, that's tough. That is really tough. A game that's not Minecraft to stream. I streamed Dead by Daylight earlier this week, but it's still not the game. I'd probably start streaming Overwatch, if I'm completely honest. Just because I enjoy playing Overwatch. I know I probably wouldn't start off the strongest in viewer-wise, but I do believe that I would enjoy streaming Overwatch a lot more. And I could actually finish my competitive games this season. So, yeah, that's what I would do.
That doesn't totally surprise me because we have, in fact, played Overwatch together, and I believe we probably got our butts rightly handed to us or some such like that. Does that sound about right to you?
Yes. Every game of Overwatch is an uphill climb to get my McCree golden gun.
Who's your biggest ship in the game? If you had to pick a ship upon which to sail.
An Overwatch?
An overship, yes.
Oh, okay. I couldn't have a particular one because honestly, when I play games or read books, it's not really my first thought, to be honest. But if I had to pick two characters to go together, maybe Torbjorn and Soldier 76. I feel like they'd make a really cute couple. Just come on.
Torb 76? I could be down
Torb
for that.
76, I mean.
Yeah. For sure.
It's what I want. It's what I want this Halloween. I don't know about you.
Well, let's talk about one of the other kind of games that's come up recently, Bending the Ink Machine. As of the day that we're recording this, Chapter 3 just dropped. Do you have any plans for some Let's Play vids or anything like that?
What I plan on doing, before this comes out, I actually already bought the game. I already got it, and I'm going to stream it this Friday. So that's my plan. So tomorrow. So tomorrow,
which will be like the yesterday. Yeah.
But yesterday, tomorrow, next year, whenever.
But that's good because now people can know to go and look for that when they're done with this, because then it will already be historical record. Hooray!
Yes, I'll already be in history.
Do you have anything that you think might come to fruition in this game, or anything that you're looking forward to, perhaps from the trailer?
One thing I'm looking forward to is just a little bit more about the characters in general, because basically in the last two chapters, we haven't really got anything about what's happening or why they're there or how they're being created. We're just getting these characters, so I'd love to hear more about their backstory, what they're all about, just stuff like that in general. Besides, I'd love to say Bendy again, he's my one true love.
Those were some of the first things that I actually ever really got an appreciation for. Was some of those Bendy videos and getting a sense of your comedic range. So going to be looking forward to more of that for sure.
They're on their way.
Yeah, so getting back to Minecraft for a second as far as other stuff. So let's talk about your upcoming Hamilton roleplay.
Oh, yeah.
Hamilton.
Founding father without a father. Got a lot father back. I can go on for a bit. But yes, this is a project that I've been wanting to do for so long that I never thought I'd be able to pursue. One, because I lack the historical knowledge, and two, I would never know how to write something like that. So, cough, cough, nudge, nudge. I hired a writer for it.
I wonder who that could be, huh?
Yeah.
Strange.
I had about 10 people read it thus far, and I've already tried to get I already got my voice actors ready for it, and everyone who's read it loves it. And what my plans on it, because what I plan on doing from this point on to break into new audiences is to do a new roleplay at least once a month and try to get something up the ground to do well. So if Hamilton does super well, it will be a continuous series on my channel. But if it doesn't, we'll move on to the next thing. It's no big deal.
Oh, well, that sounds really resilient. Yeah.
It's something I'm really passionate about, and I hope we kick it in the butt.
How did you actually even start listening to the music? Because I know the music for Hamilton did Livestream about 2 years ago. Was that when they released it? So was that when you...
Two.
Yeah, so is that when you started listening to it as well, or did you come into the fandom a bit later?
I came into the fandom maybe a year later, and I think that's when all the animatics started coming up, when honestly, when it was at its highest peak. So honestly, I stumbled upon one of the animatics, and I just started listening to it. I think the first one I listened to was obviously Alexander Hamilton. Actually, if I'm being quite honest, I remember when they first came out, I listened to it when they sang at the White House. I remember it being live. So I remember listening to that, and I think I heard it in my head, and I was like, oh, I remember listening to this. I want to listen to it again. And after one song, you're just hooked.
Yeah, I can imagine, because I've heard some of the songs myself, not the complete soundtrack, but everything I've heard. Just you listen to it and you fall right in love with it.
Oh, yeah, it's so catchy.
What was probably the most surprising thing that you found out as a result of Hamilton, probably historically?
I basically learned that he was George Washington's right-hand man, and just his struggles from an immigrant to a man with power, building our country from the ground up. It's very interesting to see someone with nothing somehow create a legacy like he did. And honestly, if it wasn't for the musical, I doubt anyone would ever question who Hamilton was. And for our knowledge, he's the guy that got shot from Aaron Burr, which is very ironic since, like, you know, the roleplay just focuses more on him growing more than him just getting shot by Burr. So I just feel like it just kind of exceeds the historical value, and I really enjoy that they're bringing history to life. And that's what I plan to do with the roleplay, bring you more facts about the history more than the musical.
So you're going to be playing Alexander Hamilton, obviously, the titular character, and yeah, well, and also it's your role play, so that also makes sense, you know.
Playing the main character.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you could play like someone random, like say a flower girl, but that just wouldn't make the same sort of sense. Yeah. But so Nick, who's Rez, will be voicing Aaron Burr. So do you think your real life chemistry is going to inform those roles and give it some real oomph for us to look forward to here?
I do believe the chemistry that me and Nick have, and it's not that we always try to one-up each other, it's just we're always trying to push each other to our limits. And I believe, honestly, to a point, that's what Burr and Hamilton were doing to each other until, you know, the unfortunate day where he got shot in the stomach. But besides that, I mean, it's pretty similar to me and Nick's relationship. So I do think, since me and Nick are obviously great voice actors, I have no doubt that he'll be able to pull off this role.
Fantastic. I also have similarly no doubts it's going to be super killer, and you guys are going to be fantastic. So some of your beloved fans did...
All three of them.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There are quite a few of them, and they had some questions for you. So we're going to go through some of these questions here, and I have them listed out by whatever people had as their handle for Twitter, so please don't scream at me if I got it wrong. Fizzy, I'm starting with yours, so What's it like to be a cinnamon roll?
Sweet, plush, and very eatable. You don't know how many people try to eat me a day. You don't know how many people actually send me pictures of cinnamon rolls a day. I believe it's at 3 at this point, but you know what? I don't mind. I love being delicious.
8 asks, can I get a high five?
You can get 4 because I lost a finger in the war. Back in 1933, when my father was a young man, he needed an extra finger to fight in the war. So I gladly gave him my pinky toe so he could keep fighting.
That's an interesting conflation between fingers and toes there. See, look, we got an anatomy lesson and we got to know more about you today, JonJon. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
So some guy says, since you like bunnies, would you call a bunny a cinnamon bunny?
I don't know. A lot of people who have suggested names for the bunny have said, like, Bonbon. And honestly, I'm not too opposed to that. So if I had to call the bunny anything, it would be called that.
Flamey asks, what's your favorite food to snack on?
Chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers? Chicken fingers. All right. Bad Luck wants to know, if you could be in any anime or video game, what would it be and why? Like,
okay, this is the question. Would my whole world be in that anime, or would I just be a voice actor in said anime?
Well, they did just ask if you could be in any anime, so I don't think it would necessarily have to be the whole world.
Okay, I'm going to choose the whole world. Probably Dragon Ball Z, if I had to be completely honest. I would love to be a Super Saiyan. Not even gonna lie, that would be the dream.
All right, all right. Diane wants to know, what are stars?
What are stars?
What are stars? That from our beloved Diane.
I think stars are honestly just, you know, I don't believe they're stars. I believe it's just one star and there's mirrors in the sky that just make them look like there's a ton of stars.
Ooh. That's a really good
one
thought.
True star.
Where is it located? I want to know that for myself now.
You just look up.
Ah. Well, that does make sense. Silent Depression asks, this one might be a tough one. Hamilton or Camp Camp?
I've been watching Hamilton a lot longer than I was starting to watch Camp Camp. So honestly, I have to choose Hamilton. While I do love Camp Camp and its comedic values, I do feel like I like Hamilton a little bit more for the fact that, I don't know, I get a lot more out of Hamilton. For some reason, it's just so relatable. And I just connect with the song so much that I don't know if I could really just choose one. So, but I'm going to choose Hamilton for sure. Spooked
Lettuce, in a very interesting question, wants to know, do you like lettuce? I'm sure none of us has any idea why someone named...
American, listen to me, American.
Yeah.
I know I'm a cabbage guy. If I break this guy's heart, he'll never forgive me. Lie to him? Yeah, lie to him. I like carrots, yes.
All right, I'm going to skip over this person's name because I'm not saying that one out loud, but they want to know, what is life, Sir Jonathan?
What is life? Life is choices that we all make, and it's nothing more than going through it. We just have to stand by those choices and hope people stand by you for the choices you make, but always try to choose the right one in your heart.
Oh my gosh, that was really deep, dude. I was expecting something like the meaning of life is cheese, or wow.
Oh, it's actually cookie batter, but you know, I have to. It was off my fortune cookie. I got this one. So
oh, okay, all right. Wow, I got a little worried there. Now, the sense of righteousness is restored to my world.
Cool.
Raven says, "Why can't I stop drawing him?"
I mean, I'm a good-looking guy. It's understandable.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alex Marvelous Fox says, "Heathers versus Hamilton." My gosh, they do like pitting them head to head, don't they?
I know they do. I mean, when it comes to Heathers, it's the same thing. I like more Hamilton songs than I do Heather songs. I mean, I could sit here and tell you which ones I like, but honestly, I like more Hamilton than I do Heathers. I would rather listen to Hamilton.
Hunter Ray Goodman says Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th. For once, Hamilton not actually one of those choices. Oh
yeah, Friday the 13th is just a terrible game, and I will not sit here and be insulted. I hit a wall.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of slightly... Here, let me just... Cameraman, turn away. Okay, there you go. Moon says, "What's your best pickup line?"
Hey, you're hot. I got lost in your eyes because it's like the galaxy. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I would do without you. You know, you just complete me in a way that no one else can.
Are you talking to America right now? Because I thought I saw that America's tail just wiggling a little bit more in a cheery fashion from getting such lovely things said to him. Or her. Not sure.
I mean, they're not judging here, America.
Breezy Bun wants to know, what's your ultimate pet peeve?
Well, if I had to say, probably camels. But
camels?
Yeah, probably camels. I'm allergic to camels.
Oh, well. See, my ultimate pet peeve is, in fact, my pet peeve. Because I actually have a cat and his name is Peeve. So, that's... Yeah.
If I had to be honest, a pet peeve, it's really weird. Probably myself, if I'm being completely honest with you.
So you peeve yourself?
Yeah, because certain things I do and I realize afterward is I don't put much thought into what I say as it is. Just when it comes to commentating in general or talking to people, because I'm always trying to make people laugh. So if I had to choose one, probably myself and things I do.
But you know what? I think you can peeve yourself as long as you don't peeve your pants. Am I right?
You should have told me that 3 minutes ago.
And our last question, what is your favorite? And that from the Awesome Pixel.
What is my favorite?
What is your favorite?
America, help me out here. Can you help me cheat on this math test? What's your favorite? America said, honestly, Canada. But come on, America.
Oh.
Come on.
Does America know that Canadian bacon exists? Yeah. Because America might be a little bit biased here. So do you have any acting exercises that you could share with some of the aspiring thespians in our midst?
Yeah, okay, guys. Okay. We're going to have to start up Roblox. Then close out of it because it was a trick. Then you're going to open up Minecraft. And you're going to start doing squats.
Wow, maybe I should get up and do some squats with you.
Probably do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Okay. Up.
Sometimes you gotta jump 20 feet up in the air. Hit your head on the ground.
Can I? I don't. That looks kind of scary. I can. Whoa! I guess I can. Yeah.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta scream like a lion. Meow!
Yeah. Sort of.
The lion is my soul.
The lion is your soul? Awesome. Well, I guess on that mighty note, thank you so much for being with us here today, JonJon, by which I mean letting me be here with you. If you haven't already subscribed to JonJon, please go do so immediately. You can find him on both Twitter and YouTube. Links in the description. And of course, if you'd like to see more interviews with some of your favorite Minecrafters, don't forget to subscribe to my channels on YouTube and Twitch. You'll find those links also in the description. So we're probably going to have Unicomics with us next time, and you're not going to want to miss that. But from all of me here at the Bane Show, and with the JonJon, the special guest, the head banging, I just want to thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!